Headset kemana ya? Sampai mana mainnya? Oh. Ada. Gimana aku tahu?
Halo, kamu yang lagi nonton.
Bawel.
Kasih komen dong, support suamiku. Katanya dia mau jadi gamers kayak Just No Limit biar bisa bikin konten poya-poya. Lembar uang gitu kan.
Nggak perlu komen aku. Kasih uang.
Komen.
Langsung kabung.
Ya ini budget berapa ya? Beda-beda.
Apa?
Buat beli sepatu bola 600.
Anak-anak.
Enggak, dia dewasa lah formal. Ada yang 600.
Palsu mah itu 600. Nggak tahu deh.
Tadi sejuta juga ada, 1.100.
Ya pokoknya di bawah 2 juta aman.
1.100 ini ya?
Terserah. Gimana masa beli online yang?
Orang seorang dia mau beli online, tapi dia bisa ditukar kok.
Ya udah.
Terus di Purwakarta nggak ada, Cina.
Yuk ke Bandung kayak apa minta anterin? Ya? Back to their origin. Aku lupa ya, aku mau ngapain ini?
What do I owe the honor? What's that for in dear?
Oh, upgrade senjata coy.
And how am I meant to do that then?
Orical cum gimana dapetinnya orical cum? Kita lihat di handboard apa aja yang udah. harus nyikat the pack. Ada orang boros kan?
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear?
Goter dan merung. Under new
Anything else?
management tuh. Under new management. Ya udah, kita request aja lah.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. but it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Buset, ruangannya cuma buat ini doang. Enggak.
Come to wish on a star.
Wish to the star.
Might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
nice time. Better make sure.
Ya ampun, quest
Forgotten
bertebaran.
Clive! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies, and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand... together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition, that he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could,
Of course you have.
but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not.
Of course not.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No. Thank
you,
Clive.
Uncle. Ya ampun, banyak banget.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found
His will. How?
in the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. A after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying, and in the... Sir...
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
By all means.
It's my own finding it. I need to say on what I...
Well,
Just-
then we find.
We should...
Still. It depends what. I don't mind, but
Because our ranks and
sounds reasonable.
so you happy to
One can never.
true no.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
What do you think happened to Miss Middleton?
Sid, you have to help us.
What?
Ngapain lagi bocah?
You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledal. She's been acting strange.
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said, in the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't...
But who's gonna put Miss...
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning. Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive. It was not a place we were in. I lost my thing.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vie de Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plain.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
All right, Sid. Come to buy us a...
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered...
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em up if it's durability you're looking for.
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind.
Kasar. Halo Papox. Tidur Papox. Cuk, mulutnya cuk.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Kan kamu lemah, Cuk. Lemah syahwit.
What is it this time, Torgal?
First the skies.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our ship.
Torgol kok ngambek.
What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why.
Hello.
On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now?
Sehat.
Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg.
Oh yo,
since you
hangat-hangat.
asked.
Tidur,
Got
udah
that there iron
malam.
on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as... You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying
Anjingnya
attention.
ngambek, guys.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Asunya ngamuk. Mana kita?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in... To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there. Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least...
You are too kind. Alas, I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Oh iya, beli supply set. Supply. Ibu tumbas.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Apa ya?
Is that all?
No need. Properties.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare gem indeed, one whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They learn
which would
by the... Rumors of the executors are rather alas, but though if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library...
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit. It's still here. Lots smaller than I remember, and you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, but... I wasn't...
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right, all right. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal.
Remember the song you have to
Sorry for the wait. We're ready. Mid's oil. After what happened here. It's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
What do you think?
Well, at your service.
Please, just sit. There are no masters here. Your life...
Oh, of course. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me
To become a scout, yes.
I am. But I swore I'd face him. Just...
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusion.
So...
You haven't even started yet. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the... You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial...
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the town, and though my dear boys have been characteristic, so I was wondering if you would...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. What Philippe told me.
Where can I find the mistress?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no... I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust...
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, indeed, yet I think he must be made...
And
I would. Were you to...
Does that not...
Drastic, my father... But he is scornful of the opinions, but he cannot be... We must fight.
Fight him. Respectfully, my lady. While I understand your frustrations,
False hope. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same... I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her father.
Family.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you, but perhaps it's better...
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in act.
He'd have our coin, our stock enough.
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech, if you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend...
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison. Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you...
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right, as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm.
Right.
Well, you know, Greek...
I'm on my...
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into...
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
You lose!
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive! Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
I want steel in the hands of every man.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Nice try.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town.
Clive,
And you? The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, I think
You were right. But not by...
you were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and
As did you. His radiance said it him. I forgot that.
I'm sorry to... I should never have taken things so. I only wanted you to understand how the people, how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This, I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that you, but I believe the same could be said of... We all want safety, security, prosperity, and we may yet achieve it. Will you join us in this?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of... And today they're...
Madam Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see...
You're right.
Forgive me for... The dame said it herself, and that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain.
Well, I should see if Isabel needs any...
Can we get you anything?
Just a little further.
This the last one?
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would... feet.
Very well. I was I fell and so we not one. Him that fed us. Those he did. But at least we were able to... But the one... That I would repay.
Thank you.
Perhaps that is never done. The people you and what can...
Always.